just a few thank yous on your program. If you'll notice on the back, there's a list of people that helped sponsor the meal. The meal was got from San Luis, and I want to give just a few special thank yous for people that came over and helped get things ready. Have played some part in preparing the evening. So Mitch and Tricia Smith for all their work behind the scenes on putting this together. Paula and LaDonna, they did a ton of work at the school before we came over here. Paula's been here most of the day and in the evening, back there in the kitchen helping do things, and we greatly appreciate her and LaDonna. The band boosters. Last year we had to come over and decorate everything. The band boosters had their banquet on Friday, I believe it was, and they left some of their decorations for us, and so it made things a little bit easier for us to get things ready. So we want to thank them. All of the booster clubs for each sport. You guys go above and beyond, trying to make the experience of your kids and all of the kids at the high school something special. We really appreciate that. Our Board of Education, the support that we get from them is unmatched. I've been at several different schools, and I can honestly say that we have a very good Board of Education that supports us. Mr. Davenport, he has been a lot of help for our athletic programs, and we appreciate everything that he's done for us, the support that he shows, not only through the things that he does here at school, but at athletic events. If you go to any athletic event, any academic event, anything over the last few years, almost everything, I would venture to say he's been there supporting our kids. We want to thank him for that. Ms. Patterson's fixing to step into those shoes and get to take care of all those events. I know she's excited about that. We want to thank her for stepping up and taking over that position. Ms. Richmond, for all the work that she does behind the scenes helping out. Ms. Williams and Mr. Slater for working the door for us tonight. Business owners and community members. Obviously, none of the things that we do during the school year with athletics would be possible without you guys' support. We appreciate that. Parents and families, without your kids, we wouldn't be doing this tonight. So thank you for your support and giving us the opportunity to pour into your kids. We want to thank our 8th graders that came out and helped serve tonight. One thing before we start in the awards here. Today at school we had a package delivered, and I recognized the shape of it. I knew that it was some kind of award from the state. We opened that, and Mr. Crosby is, well, look at there, what great time. He steps in. Mr. Crosby and the band, I don't know if he was aware of this at his awards banquet the other night, but they got the Distinguished Academic Achievement Award for band, and it was because they had a 3.64 academic, they're great. So that's a major accomplishment for them. And I know that there are some of our athletes here that are also in band tonight, so if you give them a round of applause. Start us off tonight. We're going to turn the mic over to Mitch Smith again for the Charlie Brown.
Good evening. Can you hear me? So, just real quick, you hadn't heard this bill before. This started way back in late 70s, 80s. A gentleman here in the community named Charlie Grimes volunteered. He wanted every student athlete to at least have a meal, come together to celebrate their achievements in athletics, student athletes. So this kind of went away a few years ago. A lot of people volunteered to bring this back. I know when I was a kid, it was special, and I know a lot of people in my generation really enjoyed it. So on that token, we always kind of try to, I'll echo everything Coach Johnson said about the community and the Booster Clubs. There's literally hundreds of thousands of dollars that are raised throughout the school year, not even counting band and ag, which probably does that on their own as well. So the amount of money poured in through parents, business is unbelievable. But we give that award every year to try to recognize somebody who goes above and beyond. We're going to do it a little bit different. This gentleman, you know, I think it kind of starts with leadership at the top. Since this gentleman's been here at Holdenville Public Schools, there's a new football concession stand, there's a new softball field, new baseball field, fixing to be a new gym. I think we're going to have some infrastructure for student athletes that we haven't had in a long time. So we want to take the opportunity to recognize the superintendent, Mr. Randy Davenport. Built stuff, painted stuff. He's done stuff that's not in his job description, so we really appreciate that. You always want someone to lead you that's going to work just as hard as you expect your kids to do. So we appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
This is pretty humbling. Completely unrecognizable. I couldn't believe that when he said that, my name, I was kind of shocked. It has been a tremendous 13 years. Some of you are like, you have been here that long, no wonder the problem. But it has been a wonderful 13 years. We have seen lots of growth through our athletic department. We've seen lots of growth in facilities, and that's all based on everybody in this room and the community. And he is right. We have a new gym that's getting ready to go up. I know the basketball coaches over there are like, thank goodness. But for softball and concessions and other things that we've done, our kids in the weight room, and you'll see tonight all of the accomplishments that they've done. But thank you so very much. I appreciate it. Very humbled and very honored to receive the award.
Pictures. I got it. Okay, so after you get your award, she's gonna, that's to take pictures. Okay, yeah. Okay, good evening, everyone. First, I just want to say thank you for being here tonight to celebrate this season and the athletes who made it so special. This year was an unforgettable one for us. My co-coach is sick with sick kids. So it's just me and her, it's just me in place of her. But this was our first year coaching high school. It was a lot of fun, learned a lot. With any first year comes a lot of learning, excitement, definitely a few challenges along the way. We introduced new ideas, routines, expectations, and through every change, this team continued to show heart, determination, resilience. There were long practices, late nights, especially during basketball season, camp, super late night, sore muscles, bus rides, laughs, but we'll remember them forever. We're really grateful for it. As a program, we're still growing. I'm excited with where we're headed. I'm really thankful for the foundation we started here this year. If I could have I think I have two seniors here, Chloe, Allison, and Peyton Sneed, if you would stand up for me. You want to recognize our seniors? We learned a lot from you guys. Thank you for being what we had to look up to and everything, and I just hope moving forward you guys do really well. So thank you, and you guys will get your banners over here at the end of the night. Okay? So without further ado are the awards. Our first awards are Most Team Spirited, goes to the cheerleader who time and time again put the team above herself, helped create a positive, supportive environment. She showed up with energy, encouragement, pride, whether she's on the sideline at practice, early to an event to help, decorate, or to always just support her teammates in hard moments. This cheerleader celebrates other success, lifts people up, has a loyalty and a willingness, just always was bringing positivity, and the Team Spirit Award goes to Bailey Worship. hard work, and commitment throughout the entire season, basketball and football season. She stepped up in big moments, pushed herself, and represented our program really well this year. Whether it was practice or the sidelines, or in one of her many other extracurriculars, we used her as an example time and time again this year. She played an important role in our growth this season. Thank you for leading by example. The most valuable cheerleader this year goes to Avery Malin. Okay, our next award is our Miss Congeniality Award. It goes to our cheerleader who brings kindness, positivity, and encouragement to everyone. She's been someone who helps others feel included, was a really big mentor for our freshmen, really helped any of those situations, learning things. She took time out to help with them, any practices, routines. All year we watched her lift others up, avoid drama, work well with everyone, bring good energy. Thank you for being approachable. Thank you for being respectful and always willing to help a teammate. Caitlin King, this goes to you. Thank you for Okay, and our last award, I think our other girl is absent today. This award recognizes a cheerleader who has showed tremendous growth through hard work, determination. She showed up and got extra reps in. I always see her out getting extra reps in on a walk. I'll see her going on the same walk. I'm like, hey, she's getting ready for something. So she's always pushing herself, very self-determined, always willing to work hard. Her confidence has just gotten so much. She has bloomed. It's been so great to see. She's always striving to be better. Most improved cheer award goes to Lainey McMinn. Thank you. Oh wait, I lied out one more. Just kidding. Okay, our last award. Sorry. The last award is our Integrity Award. In cheer, this award recognizes a cheerleader who consistently does the right thing, even when no one is watching. It honors someone who shows honesty, responsibility, respect, and strong character both on and off the field. She was leading by example all year with good attitude, sportsmanship. Anytime we might have gotten in a mess with something, she's like, it's okay, we can do this. She always had a solution offered up. Thank you for representing the program. I hope that going forward next year, we're all looking at this example. This award is special. It recognizes who a person is beyond skill or performance, celebrates character, leadership, and example they set for others. Ms. Zaira Hernandez. Okay, y'all bear First team all conference for slow pitch, Rayleigh Johnson. First team all conference for slow pitch, Addison Brown. Also first team all conference for slow pitch, Darcy Shepard. And then honorable mention all conference for slow pitch, Avery May. Okay, now we're going to do our personal awards, starting off with our offensive MVP for fast pitch. This girl was a big part of our offense in fast pitch and slow pitch. She was a consistent hitter all season and saw the ball really well. She would stay after practice and always ask for drills and what can I do to get better, what can I do to work on my swing. And she's been bought in since day one, and it's really paying off. And I really love this kid. She's just grown close to me. And just ever since I got the job, she was like, hey, I'm ready to work. What can I do to get on the field? Offensive MVP for fast pitch is Addison Brown. Next, we have our defensive MVP for fast pitch. Same thing with this kid. She's taken on a big leadership role for our program. She walked in the same way. She's like, I'm bought in. What can I do? I want to be a leader. And she took that role and ran with it. And I'm super proud of her. We asked a lot from her, and just our expectations were through the roof from day one. And she's got work ethic like no other kid. She's going to be a force to be reckoned with next year, and I truly believe that. Defensive MVP for fast pitch is Darcy Shepard. Our last award for fast pitch is our Heart and Hustle Award. This kid, oh my lord. She always keeps me on my toes. She has the best personality. She's a joy to be around, and she just has the ability to make anyone laugh. She works hard. She does everything that I ask. She shows up, gives 110% every day, even if it's giving me a hard time. She does it to the best of her ability. So this is very deserving. The Heart and Hustle for fast pitch goes to Corey Coates.
defensive MVP for slow pitch. This girl has been challenged on the field and in the box. She's a freshman, she's young, and we put her out there and we said, hey, go get it. She has a bat in her eye. She faced it head on and she showed up and was ready to work every day. And her growth has been tremendous. I feel confident when she's in the box or when she's out there getting the ball. She has a great attitude no matter the situation, and she's going to make some noise next year because she is just getting started, and I truly believe that. Our defensive MVP for slow pitch is Avery Malin. Alright, our last award for slow pitch is the Heart and Hustle Award. This girl has the biggest heart and is willing to do whatever it takes to step on the field. She led our slow pitch team in home runs and was our starting pitcher. She was walking every play and I knew she wanted it more than anyone she was competing against. She truly radiates positivity and is a light on our team. She encourages her teammates and is always asking how she can grow and get better. Her smile is contagious and she is truly a joy to be around. Our Heart and Hustle Award for slow pitch goes to Rayleigh Johnson. And then our last award for the night is the Barbie Hoover Award. This award is presented in honor of Coach Hoover, who I never got to meet personally, but her reputation and the stories I've been told speak volume. At the end of the day, we are playing for a bigger purpose, and Coach Hoover reminds us to never take a rep for granted. We're blessed with the opportunity to get to do what we do. Her strength, compassion, and love for the game will continue to inspire every player that steps on the field for years to come. So we have two for this award because I truly believe these two kids deserve it. They worked their butts off for me and they bought in, and I can choose two better people that deserve this award. The first one is Darcy Shepard and Addison Brown.
Hello, I'm Tyson Jones. I'm the head baseball coach. First, I'm going to take a moment to thank Jared and Beth for everything new with the Booster Club. Your hard work, your dedication, and support behind the scenes are a huge part of what keeps this program going strong. And we truly appreciate all the time and effort you give to these players and this program. Thank you. Next, I want to thank Coach Laster for all your help with the field work, for being such an outstanding assistant coach. Your leadership, encouragement, and commitment to these boys make all the difference. And most importantly, I want to thank my wife, right there in the blue. She's so beautiful together. For staying home with Taya while away coaching. Your patience, your sacrifice, love, and support me more than words can express. You allow me to pour my heart into this program, and I couldn't do any of it without you. So thank you, baby. All right, so now about the season. This was not an easy year. We faced a lot of tough opponents. It was frustrating at times, but through it all, these boys continued to show up, work hard, and never quit. At the end of the year, we began to see real growth. The team became more focused, more connected, and played with greater confidence and energy. Even though the wins didn't always reflect the progress we were making, I'm proud of how far these players came and excited about the foundation we built moving forward into next season. Now for the awards, the Fielder of the Year award goes to Bo Black. The most improved player, Landon Yates. The newcomer of the year is Cash Jones. And the MVP is Braden Black. Lastly, I want to say I'm proud of every player on this team. Thank you for the effort, the heart, and commitment you showed. This season, keep working, keep believing in each other, and great things will come. Thank you.
We're going to go out of order just a little bit right here. The Sabo West award will be given out this time. I was told there was someone here that was going to do that. Am I wrong? Oh, maybe? Yes. All right. Caught her off guard. Out of order.
Hey guys, can y'all hear me? Okay, so this Sable West scholarship is going to go to Alec Harder this year.
Okay, we're going to go a little bit out of order and do our girls first. This year for our girls was definitely a learning year. We lost a lot of really good seniors last year, including the All-Stater. We found us this year with 7 girls on this team, and most days we couldn't even practice because we practiced, but we couldn't do 5-on-5 stuff. It was a very trying year for the girls, myself, our coaching staff. But I'm really proud of this group of girls because they found ways to stay with it, keep working, and they got better. If you didn't come to the games and you just saw our scores, you may not believe that. But just a snapshot of the season early in the year, we played Bing and Atoka. Both really good teams, and they beat us by 30 plus both games. Later in the year, we had the lead in the fourth quarter of both of those teams and ended up losing. But just the growth on this team was tremendous, especially when we couldn't practice for press. We got pressed by every team that we played. We basically had one day a week, Wednesdays, when our junior high girls didn't have games, and they could come in and help us. And so the growth I saw in these girls and bringing 6 of them back with a really good freshman group gives me some optimism. I'm optimistic that we're going to shock some people next year. So all of our awards are team-based, so girls and guys voted on some of these awards, or they're backed up by staff. Our first award is Most Improved. This is a team voted on award. Coming into this season, this player basically just along for the ride. She was asked to step up. We got 7 girls. I probably could have paid her to shoot 4 threes in a game, but in regional she hit 4 threes in a game, and that's a Dixie game. The next award is Miss Reliable. This goes to the girl with the best free throw percentage. She was 76 out of 112, shooting 68% from the line. That's Virginia Petra. Our Passer of the Year award is a Lady Wolverine with the most assists. This year, this young lady had 55 assists, and that is Lexi Goolsby. The next one is our Sharpshooter Award. This goes to Lady Wolverine with the best 3-point percentage. She made 53s this season and shot 34% from 3. During my 7 years at Holdenville, that's the second best percentage behind Bella Smith. at 34.4, and that is Darcy Shepherd. The next one is a team award. This is probably one of the best things that your teammates can say about you, and that's Teammate of the Year. This young lady is always happy and encouraging, singing on bus rides. You can never tell by this girl's body language if we're up by 40 or down by 40, and that is Lexi Goldsby. The Heart of the Champion Award. This was a new way that we did it this year. We also had a vote, and our team Heart of the Champion Award by vote went to Chloe Allison. We also started something new this year with the Heart of the Champion board, and if you follow us on Facebook, you probably saw the update. These kids get stickers like yard sale stickers, but it's crazy to think how much they love getting these stickers. They get them for taking charges. There's a red sticker. The blue stickers are Max Prep Player of the Game, and then the yellow stickers are just coaches seeing a kid going above and beyond, doing what is not typical, doing more than they're asked. And this young lady won our Heart of the Champion board by 10 stickers, which is a big margin, and that is Darcy Shepherd. Our Defensive Player of the Year led in all three of these categories with 57 deflections, 41 steals, and 31 blocks, which she almost caught Maya, who had 34 blocks. She still got a year to do it. She was a defensive force in the paint for us that kept us in a lot of games, and that's Virginia Peasy. Our Offensive Player of the Year scored 228 points this season, most games being face guarded as the point guard, at the point guard position, and that's Darcy Shepherd. Darcy also was named to the 66 All-Conference team, and Virginia Pisa was 66 All-Conference honorable mention. And our last award is our Lady Wolverine MVP. This award is based off stats and a team vote, and your 2026 Lady Wolverine MVP is Darcy Shepherd. While they're taking pictures, I'd also like to say a big thank you to Mitch and Trisha Smith. They've ran our booster club for the last 4 years. They do anything that we need to support these girls. And probably the most special thing about them is they didn't even have a daughter in the program this year, thanks to Luca. But I always joke with Luca and say she's my least favorite Smith now. But she knows I love her, but I love this family. They've supported me since I've been here. But to stay and be Booster Club presidents when you don't have a kid involved just shows you how much they love this school, community, and our program. And so I'd like to give her a round of applause. So, Lady Wolverine, thanks. You're ready for that. Okay, this year's Boyd's team was honestly one of my favorite teams that I've ever coached. And I have several former players in the stands, but they were just different. We lost 6 seniors from last year. We unexpectedly lost the summer together, and 3 guys who went on to do great things at different schools, top 10 schools. And we weren't really sure how we were going to replace the 9 that we lost. We were preseason picked to finish 7th in our conference, but these guys just came and showed up and went to work. We finished 15 and 14, 2nd in our conference, district champions. We lost 14 games, but 13 of those teams were ranked, and 4 of those teams played in the Final Four of their class state tournament. These guys didn't care who we lost, they just knew who we had, and that's what was special about them. We never heard them or felt like they felt sorry for themselves. They just showed up and worked. And whether it was last summer with a lot of uncertainty, they just showed up and worked. No matter who was there, who was coaching them, they showed up and worked. This team was just different from past teams. They were more like brothers. And it was just like a big family. One does bring everyone back other than Matthias. We're bringing in some familiar faces that haven't played in a couple of years that are really going to help us. With a pretty good athletic freshman class this coming year, it should be a special one. With that being said, our first award is Newcomer of the Year. This is a team voted on an award and was a really close race, but this guy was very deserving of it and stepped up big time in the playoffs for us, especially when we had some key injuries. We wish we would have had more than 1 year with him, but we're thankful he'll graduate as a Wolverine and as a Matthias. Matthias is getting here, I will say he was voted by the Ada area coaches as one of the top 10 players in the area. Ada area, he will be playing in the Ada area All-Star game May 20th at 7:30 at Allen. So, Teammate of the Year is another voted on award. This Wolverine grew up big time this year and was our hype man in practice and games when we needed it. He always brings energy and a fun vibe to practice, and that's Jordan Harper. Most Improved is another team voted on award. This guy improved a ton from freshman to sophomore year. It didn't go unnoticed by his teammates. He plays hard and gives 110%. I think he also may lead the state in and ones, but he's going to keep improving on that, and that is Ben Ryan. They didn't practice. Harvard Champion Award goes to two guys. Two guys. One because they were the leader on our Harvard Champion Award, which was very close competition. This guy had one more sticker than our runner-up. It was tough competition. And the other guy, he gets it because he only played half of the season. Both of these guys had 12 charges that were called in a game. We gave them stickers when we felt like we had bad referees that missed the calls because we take a lot of charges and they don't like to give us more than 1 or 2 charges a game. So these guys got credit for 12 charges, but they took over combined 40 charges this season, at least attempted them. And that is Brett Bruner and Sneaky Lowe. Daily, which is very rare for anybody, but takes a lot of heart. Mr. Reliable is our top free throw shooter. He made 79 out of 101 attempted free throws for 78%. 79 is the most made free throws in my 4 years as boys coach here in Rowdy Owens. The Sharpshooter Award goes to Wolverine with the highest three-point percentage, shooting 32% from 3 this season. Our sharpshooter is Memphis Chanel. Our Pass of the Year goes to the player with the most assists. That is also Memphis Chanel with 87 assists. The next award is called Dog Mentality. It's a new award for us this year. This award goes to a player that just has a dog mentality in it. A player that never backs down from a challenge, and when the game is on the line, he wants the ball. A player that might go 0 for 6 from the three-point line, but wants to take the game-winning shot. This player made one of the wildest and best shots I've ever gotten to be a part of in a Oklahoma tournament. Forced overtime and came in off the bench in districts when we were down. He missed a couple games to some injuries against Jones. He comes in, he hits a huge three, turns around to the bench and flexes on him. A lot of coaches wouldn't like that, but we needed some toughness at the time, as young as we were. This is a kid that also Gary has the most crazy pictures of shooting layups. But this kid is just a gamer. He's a kid that I want on my team when the game's on the line, and that's RJ Lowe. The 66 conference team, for the first time that I can find in school history, we had 3 guys make the all-conference team in the same year. This award is voted on by 8 conference coaches as being one of the top 15 players in the conference. We have 1 honorable mention, which is Brett Bruner, and 3 all-conference players, Rowdy Elkins, RJ Lowe, broke records for my time coaching at Holdenville, 3 categories, that being most made threes, most made free throws, most made threes, and the most points in a single season, all while running the point guard position for the majority of the season. This kid has done something also hard, which is impress Case size. We also said this kid has the chance to be one of the best offensive players to ever play at Holdenville by the time he graduates, and that's Rowdy Elkins. Defensive player of the year this year had 74 deflections, 55 steals, all while guarding the other team's best player every night. He set a school record as far as that I could find with 13 steals in one game in regionals versus Perry, and that's Memphis Cheyenne. The last award is probably the hardest award that I've probably ever had to give out up here because I have 3 guys that just, if you look at their stats, they're pretty much identical. So we went to a team vote to break this tie. And kind of like I mentioned, when we lost 9 guys, I wasn't sure how we were going to replace them. But God answered some of our prayers when this kid showed up. He showed up and he showed out this season. For example, today he's wearing a turtleneck with pink flamingo shorts in practice. He has a personality like no guy I've ever coached. But if you haven't caught on yet, our MVP this year is Memphis Cheyenne.
As he makes his way up here, I want to say a special thank you to him for stepping up at the beginning of the year and filling a coaching position for us. He's been retired for a few years, but I think he enjoyed himself. So, Tom Turner, cross country.
I'm the coach by default. It wasn't anybody's fault. I had a good time. Every retired administrator in the state remembers themselves as being a great coach. And reality hit in about the second week that maybe I was imagining things. When I first talk, it was supposed to be inspirational. I don't think I inspired anybody. And I'm so old that I remember when Randy Davenport was in school at Oklahoma. He graduated a year before I got there, but I've been around a while. I also have been around enough to know good coaches when I see them. And I have been around these guys for a long time, and they are really special. And Holdenville, the administration, the school board, you guys have done a great job of hiring people. And these guys are really good. Now, not only are they good at inspiring kids to do better, they're also good at being good role models and doing the things that you would want people to do that are around your kids. And they've done wonderful. Also, I'm really proud to be a Wolverine for a number of reasons, one of which is the academic standards at Holdenville High. I teased the 2 Bellas a few years ago when they lost a close game that we could take that team on in the spelling contest and we could kick their tail. They might have won the game, but we're prettier and smarter than they are. But the thing about it is, and this is something that I see, I do college track meets on the weekend. I've been doing this for a long time. I was sitting at a check-in table with an all-SEC athlete, and I asked her, what are you going to do after this is over? And she said, I'm going to be a PA. And I said, well, how are your grades? And she kind of said, well, they're really good except for one subject. And Mrs. Williams, it was chemistry. And I thought, well, what do you hung up on? And she said, equilibrium problems. And that's when I thought, well, who was your high school chemistry teacher? Because you've gone all this way and you can't do simple chemistry problems. I mean, when all of this is over, it's the academic part that's really going to make a difference. In Holdenville High, if I had a kid and I was going to move somewhere, I would move into this place. Because not only will they be a winner on the athletic field, they'll also be a winner in the classroom. And some of these people have gone on and really done great things. I told Coach Skipworth once this year that if I had another daughter or granddaughter that was playing softball in junior high, she would be my pick to coach her. And that goes for everybody that's over there too. There's one guy over there that coached two of my grandkids. And one of them is going to graduate from medical school in about a week, and the other one will graduate from East Central. Also, I'm so old that I had a hand in hiring the new superintendent when she was right out of college, and I don't think I'm going to stick around long enough to when she retires, but who knows. But anyway, this is a great place, and you're very fortunate to have these people here. And you need to always remember that. There'll be times whenever you get frustrated with them. There'll be times when somebody else at Coach Barker will throw the ball or something stupid like that. But we've heard that before, or, why is this kid playing or why is that kid playing? But they continue to win and they continue to inspire, and everybody continues to get better and do well. Now, as far as cross country goes, the weather this last fall was just awful. It was hot every day, and until we got to the regionals, and then it rained, and we had to go inside for a 2-hour lightning delay. And that's when I found out through the rule book that if you start the race and it starts lightning, you have to stop the race and start over. So if you're 2 miles into the race and there's lightning, then you got to stop, go back to the start line after it quits lightning and start over again. So we decided maybe we'd just wait. And Ben, you guys owe me on that one, because I know that you don't want to get 2.5 miles into that race and then have to come back and start over. But we had a good year. Ben Ryan made it to state and did really well, and he is our male runner of the year. Imagine this. She didn't get up. It was Mother's Day yesterday. Guys, I found out something yesterday. I don't care how much money you spend on a card for your wife. Some grandkid is 5 years old that has a crayon and a piece of paper. That's the one they're going to cherish after they throw yours away. It'll be on the icebox until it's, anyway, yeah. Our female runner is Lainey McMims. Our male Harvard Champion Award goes to Matthias Bruner. He was injured most of the year, but managed to come around and win a few medals and stick it out and did well. And our female is Aspen Sullivan. Aspen toughed it out through a few injuries and did well. And also, I have to give a special thanks to Michelle Ryan, because we had so many 7th and 8th graders out there. I didn't know all their names, and I still don't know all her names, Michelle. So, but she knew them all, and she kept everything straight, and we did well. I had a good time. I think I'm back to retire again. You never know. Anyway, and I took a poll one time amongst some of the coaches at the state track meet. I think I'm the second oldest. There's a guy down in Plainview that's been in for, I don't know, I think he's 85 or something. Anyway, thank you for an opportunity to coach your kids, and thank you for letting me be a part of this. And go Wolverines.
All right, we're gonna hand out a few awards for track now. Before I mention these people, I want to say thank you to Coach Snow. I think when I told him that he was going to be the track assistant this year, notice I didn't say ask him. When I told him he was going to be the track assistant this year, I think he questioned my sanity and his sanity for not getting in his truck and leaving when I said that. But I appreciate everything he did for us this year, and I think that maybe, just maybe, he enjoyed himself at least some. We have a couple of awards we're going to give out. The first thing we'll give out is the MVP for the girls. We give these out to the individual that scored the most points in the track meets throughout the year. Our MVP for the girls is Kylie Ray Lethbridge. The MVP for the boys was Xavier Sully. We have two more awards we're going to give out. These will go to our state qualifiers. It's a little bit different this year. The last few years we've had relay teams that have qualified and runners that have qualified. This year we switched over to field events, and we had two people that qualified in field events. The discus, Chris Palmera. And Kylie Ray Lethbridge. Okay, this time we're going to give out the Victor Pryor Legacy Award.
Okay. I can't see her. Y'all do this same one name. Just wait. Just think. Oh, Miss Black told me when I get 40 I won't be able to see you. Well, I'm getting well, I'm going to see what I was like. Hush. Okay. One time, I'll swear to God. One time, Sean goes, oh my gosh, you can read your phone across the room, across the whole restaurant. Now she can't see either. This award is named after Victor Pryor. Victor Pryor was in 1953, he helped the Wolverines make it to state as the quarterback. Victor was a devoted Wolverine fan all his life until his death in 2017. His grave, I think this is interesting, his grave at the cemetery is facing the football field so he can see the Friday Night Lights. When they created this award, they wanted to give it to someone that represented a man's love for the game. And this year's award goes to Aaron Torres.
I'll give you a couple of things as tangible evidence of how awesome of an administration we have. I've had coaches from Hera, from Craig, from I've had like 5 to 6 coaches come and ask us how we structure our weight system because they want to do things just like us. 4 years ago when we went in here, interviewed, Coach Johnson was there, Mrs. Richmond, Mr. Davenport, and we talked about getting an 8 period so we could lift them all the time. And when I say coaches come up all the time and they want to emulate us, we are the standard for the area of how to develop athletes. And that's the truth, and that comes from an administration that wants to win and be successful. So thank you all so much. All right, so everybody's talking about their group and all the stuff they accomplished. I like to think of things usually with the senior group going out. What did they accomplish in their 4 years here? When this senior group went in here, and it's not about the seniors, it's everybody accomplishing together. When they came in here, the program was 1-9. Talking about leaving it better than you found it. This group comes out, this senior group, with 37 wins. To put that in perspective, I went back through the newspapers, looking back through the records. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is the winningest group to ever come through Holdenville history, 37 wins. That's pretty awesome. Let's get 5 years ago, had a decade-long period there where we had trouble winning. So if you think about this group going through districts, their record over the last 4 years is 24-4. They won a district championship. They tied this year for a district championship. They won 2 playoff games, and that might seem like a small ordeal. Well, it was since 2005 before last year's group won a playoff game, and now I think everybody almost thinks that that's a bygone conclusion or a foregone conclusion that we expect to win playoff games. That's what we do. That's how much this group of guys has formed this culture where excellence is the given. That's the expectation to win. I love it. That's what I get excited for right there. We expect to win when we get on the field. A couple more things. This group leaving out right here, got caught straight right there for not passing the ball. It's probably a fair point right there. But this offense has set the school record for points in the season at 576 points. To put that in perspective, the second best group ever was in 1999 at 467 points. They scored 100 more points than the second best offense in school history. That's a heck of a season, guys. So as all things, when you start having success, everybody starts getting recognized. Everybody starts getting noticed. So when we go to all of our awards come from coaches voting on it. Not our coaches. They come from coaches in the district, coaches in the state, our class, coaches in the state. So in other words, it's not my opinion on who should get an award. It's everybody recognizes this person has earned this award. And then they're better than their peers. And they should be recognized for it. So we're going to start here. We'll start with this group right here. So, first one coming in is going to be Chris Pelmero at Honorable Mention Offensive Line. Honorable Mention, that's for the district, for the 8 teams we're in right there. The next one up is going to be Brayden Black. He was also Honorable Mention Offensive Line. Next one up, going to be Honorable Mention Offense. So, here's what I love about this. We go to that meeting and we start talking about offenses and defenses, and we talk about it in the state. Without a shadow of a doubt, hands down, every one of them, when they talk about the best offensive line, Holdenville. Every one of them right here is just a gas, like, gosh, you just moved people. These guys on this line are phenomenal. Aaron Torres, Honorable Mention. team to hold 8 air under 30 points the entire season. Stroud the week after us puts 40 points on 8 air. And then Bayern in the finals puts 35 on them. Defense did a heck of a job right here. Honorable mention, defensive back, Cash Leonard. Now we get into some of these awards right here. So these are some more of the top tier in the district. These are guys that get special recognition for how excellent they were compared to their peers. This one is Defensive Underclassman of the Year, and that's for a sophomore or a freshman for the entire district. That's Tank Redmond. Sometimes there's sampling in there where you debate with other coaches on who's better. We nominated number 11, and the argument took all of 1 second. That's how well he did this year. Next one up is an Offensive Back of the Year, and that's A. Gomez. So we got one of them here. You talk about trying to reload when you graduate from normal guys. We graduate Isaiah King. How are we going to replace him? Well, we got a Malachi Henderson. Malachi graduates. How are you going to replace him? You got A. Gomez. That's the culture we have where we get to reload now because we got phenomenal athletes coming through year after year. Next one, Inside Linebacker of the Year, Bo Black. Just a reminder, this isn't for our team, this is for our district. Best inside linebacker of the year was Bo. First team defensive line, Brett Bruder. First team outside linebacker, Taniki Logan. That's what I love about these. You come to these district meetings, everybody knows you're successful. It's not hard to argue for your guys because they know we have the best. First team defensive back, RJ Lowe. All right, so we get to these guys right here. Let's go do that. Beth, did you bring those two on today? Okay. So the first one we're going to talk about is the guy who comes here for the last year, for his senior year, because he wants to be a part of something successful. He comes here, not only does he buy in, does he do everything well, he earns a starting spot on both sides of the ball from a team that's a top 5 team in the state. He made us better, and then he gets recognized by the 2A coaches for all of 2A. So this is for Jones, this is for Washington, Millwood, Kingston, our class, as one of the best linebackers in the entire state. It's going to be Cameron Swayze. 2A all-star linebacker. And they recognize that not only with this, but they also recognize that they give them a red jacket that, unfortunately, it's not cold right now, so you don't need to wear it. And then he's also. So this is the thing that there for a while we didn't get to recognize a lot of and have some guys that have success. And now that we start having it, guys get the recognition they deserve because they're on successful teams, and Cameron's a big part of that. Now, this next one, this is actually going to be the last award for football. This is not easy to accomplish. I've only had, I've been coaching since I'm 21, so over 2 decades. This is only my second football player to ever get this award. The first being last year guy sitting over there. So he comes in, buys into the system, changes his body phenomenally from his freshman year. I love telling the story, so I'll go ahead and tell it right now. Squats, first day sitting there watching him in the rats right here. He squatted 115 pounds and he's benching 95 pounds. And you're thinking, well, we're going to see how it goes right here. Within 3 years,
championships by this year. So they won seven out of 8 years between 1990 and 1998. They actually won 3 or 4 national championships. And then 2012 was the last time the boys won a state championship in the sport. Last year, so I looked at my notes from last year, one of the big visions was about us winning a regional championship and then a state championship. To give you an idea of how hard these guys worked, when 4 years ago when we started this, there were 4 guys who lifted 1,000 pounds. There's 15 of the program right now. There were 9 guys who lifted 800 or more pounds. There's like 34 now. These guys' work ethic's been phenomenal. So we have up here a lot of their plaques. I'll be honest. Sometimes I get jealous because Coach Hill has all his plaques up here from basketball. I'm like, damn, I need to bring some plaques up here. So I brought some this year to try to compete with him. And then one of the things that got me, I was subbing Mr. Crosby's class once. And you talk about peanut butter and jealous. Was I'm sitting there watching. His entire wall is filled with land plaques. He literally has a wall dedicated to state championships. How good are they? A wall is dedicated, an entire wall for state championships. That's how good our quick band program is. So as I'm sitting there selling this class, I'm thinking we better get our act together here. So we started building a wall in powerlifting, and I can't remember exactly how many plaques we have, but here's the ones that you want to pay attention to right here. These are all regional and state championships. 7th grade and 8th grade won multiple powerlifting meets. The freshmen won every powerlifting meet they went to out of 5. They won the state championship. They doubled up the closest person to them in points. And then our varsity comes along. Our seniors, Aaron and Alec, got a big vision of what they want to do. They want to win the state championship going out. They want to leave a legacy and get back there. I'm telling you, on that day, we were a little bit stressed out going into it. We knew there were a couple teams good, and we had a couple of rough things going on early in adversity. And just seeing everybody go around and encourage each other. It's like they weren't sure, but they kind of had that idea. We're still in this. We got to that 3rd lift, watching guys deadlift more than they have the entire season. We go ahead and pull it out. We bring home the 9th state championship in school history. It's a fun year. We're getting to build a program, so not only do they win it, the 9th grade wins the state championship, and then the 7th grade gets 3rd place, and they're 3rd place among 6A schools in town. So we can keep building on this, guys, and we can start another run right here because we've been building, we've been working for years at this. So we can keep doing something special here, guys. So the way we do these awards is if you qualify for state, you beat out like 150 other guys in your weight class just to lift the state. That's not easy to do. So we're going to award these guys a plaque that qualify for state, and then here's how special our quarterback club is. This is powerlifting. Text them and say, hey, what do you think about getting some state rings? They go raise thousands of dollars for a sport outside of football because they want to help these guys get rings. So once again, I tell you, we have the best quarterback club in the state. We had 9 guys qualify for high school. We had 10 for 9th grade. 9 for high school. First one, 132-pound division, John Green. had a big vision for where this was going to be, and so this is going to be airing towards the 198 pounds, but I'll never forget the time I looked over his rack, and everybody in his division is losing their minds and jumping up and down. I'm like, what is going on? So I look up there, and Aaron is giving them a hype speech and deadlifting some weights where they're all getting fired up. And I go, I'm like, what's this guy lifting, 600 pounds? He got 135 pounds on the bar and acting like he's training with it. Next one up is the next senior that was building the group right here. Qualified for state. Him and Aaron, the reason why I always be appreciative for them is because they also went to our junior high meets and then spotted some of our guys, wrapped their knees, and then poured into the next generation. I love that. They're leaving it better than they found it. 220-pound division state qualifier, Alec Arjo. Next one up at 220 pounds. Feel sorry for him. He got taken out in basketball yesterday with his eye. Take Redmond. He'll be back. I know. He's got a good day. Next one up, we went round and round the state right here. He goes and he pulls up 600 pounds on his deadlift he's competing against our competition to win state Crooked Oak. Crooked Oak was the two-time defending state champions. He lifts it right here, so all of our guys together right there. He helps us put us over the top for points. 275-pound division, Gavin Baker. Now, we haven't said two guys yet because they placed this thing. So I want to leave them for near the end here. This guy right here, this guy starts the season at 132 pounds, and we're cutting weight. And by the time regional comes around, he's like 143 pounds. I'm like, man, I don't think we're making that next weight. So he goes and he bumps up the weight class to 145 and still finishes third place in state. Lane Child. I love it. Look at all the guys around here getting a little bit tighter shirts, getting a little bit broad. Next one up, so this guy, as a sophomore, placed fifth. He gains weight, goes up a division, and he's competing, going back and forth. He ends up being third. The state champion, he's the only guy to beat the state champion the whole year. I think he beat him twice. So that's how razor thin he was, or how close he was to winning a state championship. Xavier Sullivan. Now, I usually don't get to do this, but I told you we had a really good freshman team, and I think they're worth honoring because winning a state championship as an individual is hard to do. There's a lot of guys working really hard across this state. There's a lot of really impressive guys, and we got the best. We had 3 ninth grade state champions this year. We had 5 in the programs between us. We had 5 junior high state champions this year, but 3 is freshmen. So we want to recognize those. The first one, he's actually finished third place 2 times in a row, and then comes back and works his butt off this year to win it. Pedro Casio-Harris. Next one up comes up, and it wasn't even fair. He beat his competition so much, everybody was just going for second place. At the 157-pound division, he deadlifted like 440 pounds, bench press like 225, and then he squats 405. At 157 pounds as a freshman. That's phenomenal. Titus Gomez. All right, this last one I think had the moment of the meet. They have the competition in 2 different gyms. The smaller weights are in one gym, so I'm racing over there to see Waylon on his last one. I get to him, and I've been looking at his thing here, and I know he's trying to beat one guy, so I'm thinking he's going to try to get second here, so I'm like, we're going for 440, because the most he lifted
it gets harder every year for these ladies to make it to regionals to qualify for state from regionals. We had a large group, the largest group we've had since I've been here in junior high. Won several competitions, and we had a junior high state champion, Ruth Barker. She was the 97-pound state champion. Her total was 430 pounds. Ruth is a sixth grader, by the way. In girls powerlifting, sixth graders can lift. And because she had been with her dad and understood the lifting and stuff, we were able to take her. She was a state champion in the 97-pound class. Nia Nicholson, she finished third at the state meet. Aspen Sullivan finished fourth at the state meet. Lily Leftwich finished fourth at the state meet. Zoe Streeter finished seventh at the state meet, and Maya Welch placed seventh at the state meet. So the foundation for girls powerlifting is growing, and we're excited about the future. The high school state qualifiers, we had Lainey Yates in the 105-pound division. She had a top 10 finish. Lainey Dentler. This young lady has set goals for herself for as long as I've known her. And she did all of the homework herself and looked at the different weight classes. You don't have to lift in the weight class that your body weight says it is, okay? I'm not going to talk about body weight any more than that. She chose to lift in a higher weight class than what she actually weighs because she felt like she had a better opportunity of competing. Because there were some, I'm just going to be honest, there were some freaks in the weight class she was in. I mean, they were incredible. But year after year, she set goals for herself, and every year she's passed those goals. She did it in track as well. Kylie Ring-Leftwich for qualifying for state. She had a total of 745 pounds. Okay, next we'll give the Mutt Award.
First off, I want to say this has been really fun tonight, so thank you for having the McElroy and James family here. A little bit sad to see the 26-year record went down, but I'm pretty excited to know what the future in stores for this football program, and especially the powerlifting program. So big shout out to everybody, all the athletes. Thanks for having us. Holdenville Athletics was introduced to the Mutt sometime in the late 1990s. Tom James and Roger McElroy, the voices of Wolverine Athletics in the 90s, 2000s, 2010. Mutt Scholarship is not just a scholarship to honor two men who love Wolverine athletics as much as anybody. It is awarded to a graduating senior who embodies the spirit of the Mutt, hardworking, tough, and selfless to a fault. Their impact goes far beyond recognition of statistics or headlines. The world could use a lot of that right now. A Mutt is not defined by scores, but by grit, consistency, and commitment to something bigger than themselves. To be a Mutt, your coaches, teammates, and community must speak of your work ethic, toughness, team-first mentality, grit and determination, character with integrity, and their impact beyond the spotlight. Before I finish, I think the 2025 Mutt recipient is in the house tonight. Malachi Henderson. Can you stand up here, brother? So Malachi just became President's Honor Roll at the next level. So that's what the Mutt experience is. We'll close here to quote the 2026 awardee. For me, being a Mutt is not a weakness. It's one of my greatest strengths. The exact words Tom and Roger would expect a Mutt to speak. Your 2026 Mutt Scholarship Award winner is Cameron Swayze. These checks are going to get bigger, so if you want to apply for the 2027, let your coaches know. It's open to everybody.
Okay, to close out the evening, we have one more award. It's a rare opportunity that we get to give these out, but we had a young man that qualified for the Athletic Hall of Fame by making All-State. So your newest member of the Athletic Hall of Fame, Alec Harger. You don't get to keep the picture, I know you want that. Once again, I'd like to thank you all for taking the time and coming out tonight. I know it's kind of a long evening, but these kids are deserving of all of the awards that were handed out tonight. We appreciate you sitting through it. Mr. Davenport is going to give the closing words as I climb up here.
I'm too lazy or too old to climb up there. As we closing out, there were several words that every one of the coaches and things that was mentioned about some of our athletes: commitment, effort, grit, personality, things of that nature. And it takes all of that to make success for an athletic program. Each and every one of you students, athletes, have done all of that all year long. The amount of effort and determination and grit that you put in makes our school successful. One of the other things that makes it successful is what the support you get throughout the community and things. So if you are a member of any of the booster clubs, would you please stand up? Any of the booster clubs, you guys stand up. You're members of any of the booster clubs, the quarterback club, baseball, softball, things of that nature. These groups are working to coordinate and provide everything that you have possible for your programs and help support those programs for the success of our student athletes. Along with every parent, and every community member, the dedication that you put into our programs. You can see it on Friday nights, Tuesday nights, the crowds that we have at our ball games. We normally have, on an away game, a larger crowd than our team that we're playing on their home crowd. We bring that kind of commitment from our community to support our kids. And that is a tribute to not everybody, but the athletes, the effort you put in, the booster clubs, of what you do for our athletes, the school district, the Board of Education, the administration team, and all of the coaches. Everything has to work together to be a unit, to be successful. And I think we have done that this year and will continue to strive. And I wish you the very best next year. As we close tonight, thank you so much, Mitch, for the humbling of the award. I appreciate that. I am retiring, and I appreciate all the support that you guys have given me and my family and this community over the past 13 years. It has been a tremendous opportunity to be the superintendent, and humbling to be supportive of what you have in this room and to be able to cheer on the student athletes that we have in this school. Thank you guys, and have a good night.